Okay. Next one is
Thank you.
yep. Next one is calculated and is consolidated. What is the use of is calculated and is consolidated members? So basically, when you keep the is calculated member, you can print the data input those kind of members. See here, I can take the net profit as the hierarchy, and this hierarchy you can see the my parent members I am taking as always is calculated member. Okay, first keep in mind, keep on concentration only is calculated member. So here gross margin, operating income, income tax. So my parent members, simply my parent members, all of them I am keeping as is calculated. That means you are preventing the data input for your parent members. Sometimes you may require to prevent the data input at base levels also as well. At that moment, you need to keep that members as is calculated, and you need to do some calculation in the back end by using the business rules to put the data for those members. So now, as of now, what you need to understand is when you keep this is calculated, you can't enter, you can't load the data for those members. That's the thing that we need to keep in mind at this moment. Simply for the parent members, you are not going to load the data. So for that purpose, you are preventing the data by using the is calculated member. Okay, that means you are not able to load the data for those members which is not having the is calculated member. You can load the data for these members. Purchases, these members I can load the data. That is the thing for is calculated. If you can keep labor cost as is calculated, you can't load the labor cost data into HF application because of you said that is calculated member. That means it needs to be calculated somewhere else, A plus B or A into B, and get the data as labor cost. But if you can disable this one, that means you can give some type of data, some input to those labor cost data. Okay. Next, another one is consolidated. What is the use of is consolidated over here? So is consolidated, this is the major important thing, that point we need to remember. Hi Venkat, do you have any problem? Hello Venkat. Hello.
I don't have any problem.
Yeah, you mentioned, here itself peeping something, right? So that's one. So okay, now where we are, sorry. Is consolidated, right? Is consolidated attribute. So is consolidated attribute, why we are using means we are doing consolidation. We have the basic information is consolidation. How it is going to be consolidated the values? So you are saying your entity hierarchy structure. So this is hierarchy that you have, simple hierarchy that I am saying. You are running the you are doing the consolidation for financial statements, but consolidation takes place at entity dimension, right? So sales is there, you are doing, my property is consolidated, is available in my account dimension. When I say is consolidated, this member will be supported to run the consolidation at entity level. Say for example, here you are giving 100 GBP, here you are giving 50 GBP, and you can able to see the 125 after translation. You can able to see the sales consolidated value at this moment. If you are not given, you are not enabled is consolidated attribute in account dimension, the value will not be rolled up at legal level. That means the consolidation property, if you enable at account dimension, then only it supports to do the consolidation at entity level. Otherwise, you can't see the consolidated values at parent levels. It will be having the same, remains the data at base level only. It will not roll up into parent level. When you keep it as is consolidated, that you are saying my member, my account member need to be consolidated across the entity hierarchy structure. That's what I am saying for my financial member, financial statement member. Okay, that is the use of is consolidated. And coming to is ICP. Is ICP that we have seen, is ICP in the sense intercompany partner. So whenever you want to do any translation, any calculations for the intercompany transactions, then you need to use the is ICP need to be enabled. We can see more on while doing the intercompany module, and plug account is also we can see at that moment. And we'll see later part this one custom dimensions at the end of the session. Before that, number of decimal places. We need to we can discuss this one once we finished off the rest of the dimensions. We can concentrate on the custom dimensions. So now I am going to see the number of decimal places. So when you create the HF application, when you load the HF application, how many decimal places that you want to show in the books of accounts that you need to save over there in the number of decimal places. Each dimension member is having the number of decimal places. That means if you are giving 0 means you are having only absolute values that you are showing in the books of accounts. Next one is use line items. Use line items in the sense when you want to show the data in a comment, like in Excel how you are showing the comments. Likewise, if you want to see the data in a derived manner, that you can use this in use line items. How I can say means sales is there. My sales is sales minus sales, returns is my sales, right? So if you directly you loaded sales, but I would like to see my sales and sales returns values also as well, then you can use line items. You can give the line item of sales and you can give the line item of sales return, then you can able to see the sales value. So the end user can understand by seeing the line items. Oh, this is the value of sales and this is the value of sales returns, and this value will be derived to sales. So that line item details, each line item that you want to show to the end user, then you can use the use line items and able to see at this moment. And user defined 1, 2, 3 I said yesterday at any dimension. So across the across the dimensions that we have the user defined 1, 2, 3. XBRL tags, extended business reporting language, which will be used to track the accounts, but as of now we are not using anywhere, so no need to worry about it. Just it's a reporting language tags that we are using for financial statements. As of now, at this moment, we are not using XBRL tags. These are these XBRL tags, basically the intention that they had given is to map your source accounts to directly HFM accounts to load the data. For that purpose, they plan to use this one, but as of now, it's not yet implemented, and nobody is using this one. Security class, we'll see security part. ICP top member, we'll see at the time of ICP. Enable data audit. This is one of the most important thing. Another point, the basic and main motto of main feature of the HF application is data auditing. Who has done the modifications, deletions, or any calculations or anything else, any task that they have done on the particular point of intersection, particular data unit, that you can easily track, and who has done the mistake, and who has done the consolidation, who has been loaded the data, everything will be tracked. But you need to enable the option of enable data audit, then only the data will be stored into the database, otherwise it won't. So that's what, whenever you want to have the financial data audit, then you need to enable this option, enable data audit. Calc attribute. Calc attribute is the option where you can give the descriptive kind of information, so the user can understand why we are using this member. If there is any calculation in the background, we need to write some descriptive information. It is storing 256 characters as per the UB standards. So basically you can give the descriptive kind of information that users can understand why we are using this member. And submission group, we can see at the time of process management. So these are the properties that we have, but we haven't covered about the custom dimension. So by tomorrow we can see the custom dimension, how it is associated with account dimension, and along with that we can see the custom dimension properties also. Here we have the custom dimension properties, and we can see how these members are associating with the account dimension, how we can represent the account along with your custom dimensions, and what are the properties for custom dimensions. We can see by tomorrow. Okay, any queries? Just let me know right now from this. Because of this, just it's a overview. Just you need to understand and get the information at least 10 to 30% to 40%. Get the information. What is the purpose of properties? That's my intention. Later part, I will be re-explain all these things when we get into the HFO application and working on the HFO application. At that time, you will have better idea. But as of now, just I am giving brief information, the functionality of the members and properties. That is the most important one. If I can go directly into HFO application, you can't understand the properties. That's what I'm explaining prior to that. Okay. Any queries?